Bastrop, Texas is well known for its rich history, natural beauty, and an authentic vibe that you just can't find anywhere else. The city of Bastrop is proud to bring you Overheard at City Hall, a podcast aimed at bringing you, our community, inside the walls of City Hall to get to know the hardworking men and women of the city of Bastrop who wake up every day to serve you, our citizens. Join us as we discuss the many topics that on any given day may be overheard at City Hall.
Hey Bastrop, I'm Bastrop City Manager Paul Hoffman, and welcome to Overheard at City Hall. This is episode number 3, and again, we really do appreciate the really positive feedback we've received from the community so far with episodes 1 and 2. This morning, we're coming to you from our beautiful convention center on the lovely spring day here in Bastrop. And we're kicking off the summer, and we're going to be specifically talking about Summer in the City, which is planned for Saturday, June the 5th. And with me this morning to talk more about that is Assistant City Manager Rebecca Gleason and our Summer in the City Committee Chair, Miss Sarah Hauser. Sarah, tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in being involved in this.
Well, we moved to Bastrop about 11 years ago. I've worked on Main Street for probably the last 3 years collectively. Currently, I am an insurance agent for the Nietzsche Group. We cover all lines of insurance. I specifically focus on commercial insurance, group health, that kind of thing. We help the city out. Rebecca came to me. There were a couple events that I had helped with previously, and so Rebecca kind of snagged me and was like, can you help with this? And then before I know it, I'm a board member. That's
terrific. Well, thank you for that.
Voluntold.
But it's been fun and it's great, and we're super excited about this event. We've got a lot going on for it. It's going to be a good day.
It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And Rebecca, your role is Assistant City Manager, and as part of that, you are the Director of the Main Street program. You want to connect back to what Sarah just said and talk about just how important volunteers are to everything that Main Street is about.
Sure. So the city of Bastrop has been a both state and nationally recognized Main Street program for the last 13 years. And what that is it creates an economic district, which is most of our historic downtown, that really focuses on economic vitality in areas of historic preservation. The idea is that your historic downtown is the soul of your community. And so that soul needs extra loving care to make sure that businesses can thrive and stay open and do well in those historic downtowns. And so our Main Street program has a board. We have 9 board members, and each board member also chairs a committee. So Sarah has joined the board, which we are really excited for, and it just so happens that her committee is the Summer in the City Committee. And so the thing about the Main Street program is it's really a grassroots movement. It's meant to be volunteer driven. It's meant to come from the community for the community to build the type of downtown that they want to see. So it's not about us at the city making this Main Street program and then we bring it to the people. The people build the Main Street program. And we as the city are here to help just provide resources, provide organization, and really make that community vision of their downtown come to life. So
that's really well said, and we are going to dive into the specifics of Summer in the City, but I did want us to talk a bit about the Main Street program and coming out of the pandemic and entering the summer, and still a relatively newcomer to my role here with the city. I'm personally really excited about seeing all of this come to life for the first time in my time here. But it's been made really obvious to me in my time here that what you just said isn't just words, that we really do mean it here. A real significant priority of the council is the Main Street program and downtown, because it's really cool and just a little unique. They get it. They get just how important this is to integrate what it is we're trying to accomplish with the Main Street program into literally everything we do. They talk about historic Bastrop. They talk about uniquely Bastrop. And, we put our money where our mouth is in that regard, which is worth celebrating in and of itself. So tell me a little bit about what's specifically happening on June 5th. What can people expect that day when they come to downtown Bastrop?
So we are going to have the majority of, all of Main Street and then some of the side streets shut down. I'm just going to kind of work my way down mentally because I've got this event map embedded in my mind.
Right.
So we will have live bands. We've got events for adults, single adults. We've got mostly family focused, tons of stuff to keep the kids busy. So if you're wanting to come enjoy downtown Bastrop on June 5th and be able to sit down, enjoy some good food, have an adult refreshment, and your child still be within reaching distance but distracted and not climbing all over you, this is the event to show up at.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. So we will have live music. We will have vendors, artesian vendors. We have so many kids events, starting with down at the library. The library is also rolling out their summer reading program at the same, so it kind of just worked perfectly. So we have cornhole for the adults, which we know the kids are going to get on. They see bean bags and they beeline. So we have the cornhole boards. We've got oversized games. We are doing something really cool. We're going to have 4-foot letters that are going to be on Main Street. So we're going to spell out downtown Bastrop. This is where we need the community's help because if we only have half of these letters filled in, it's not going to work.
That won't look good at all.
So we need you to show up, and we need you to bring the kids to fill in the Bastrop letters. But
we'll have a lifetime supply of sidewalk chalk everywhere you look.
Everywhere. Where if they want to draw over any side, just bring them and let them run wild. Not too wild. We won't have Chestnut shut down, so not too wild.
Medium wild.
Medium wild, within reaching distance. So we have the sidewalk, we've got the oversized games, we've got a mini golf course that the kids are going to be able to play with. The animal shelter's coming out 11 to 2 and bringing puppies and kittens, and so I cannot personally go there. If I go to run an event and come home with another animal, then I'm going to be in trouble. But Rebecca's going to adopt something. So
all of them.
Yeah,
all the
of
things.
them.
Just get there before I get there.
Mental note for city staff: keep Gleason away from the animal shelter.
If I'm walking off with 10 puppies in my hands, mind your business.
No, ma'am.
Mind your business.
I need you to be at work that next Monday.
Yeah. Also for the kids, we do have some live entertainment coming out. And so sorry to pull my notes real quick. I don't want to.
Well, there's Touch a Truck. That's maybe my
Touch a
personal.
That's my The city of Bastrop is doing Touch a Truck, which I'm super excited for. So we counted last night and we were up to 13. I had said in front of city council my goal was 15. So I'm going to find 2 more trucks if we bring.
She will. She's tenacious.
We were talking last night about should we bring the city of Bastrop minivan, and I think we're going to do it if it gets us to 15.
Well, you need to vacuum it first, but okay.
That's fair.
So what equipment are we
cleaned.
going to have there that kids can crawl on?
Well, so we have allowed, we have the police department, the City Bastrop Fire Department, Public Works, Bastrop Power and Light, and so they are all coming and they're going to have their own little booth, and we have had an artist draw coloring pages for each of them to hand out of their different trucks, and then we have some City of Bastrop crayons we'll be handing out, and I think the coolest things coming are from Public Works. They're bringing 9. So I told the director of Public Works, Curtis Hancock, that he earned himself an ice cream party for bringing the most trucks to the event. But they are going to have we're going to have a digger, we're going to have a bucket truck, excavator, front loader, 3 types of fire trucks. We are going to have the police Polaris. We're going to have the police truck. So it is just going to be a really great day if you're into trucks.
And they'll be out there working them too.
It will be a hit.
All the equipment.
Absolutely.
And we will have city staff out there from each of the departments who can actually answer questions. I'm going to stand in front of random trucks and fake it and see if people call me out on it. But
So, Sarah, you mentioned artists and vendors. If you're there to shop, what can you look forward to?
So we have the Lost Pines Art District coming out, and we have reached out to all vendors within the Main Street District and the Historic District. And the Lost Pines Art, it sounds like they're just really showing up for us. We do have some community members, or community partners, excuse me. I'm not actually a city employee, so I mess up the lingo.
That's okay.
But so we've got some community. Everyone will have a kid activity at their booth. And they're just looking to get really involved. The artisans, all kinds of. I mean, think like a souped up market days type environment. Just market days on steroids type thing.
With live music.
With live music. And
we really wanted to focus on the Main Street District. You know, because this is a Main Street program led event, our Main Street District is 62 city blocks. It's most of our historic downtown. It's one of the largest districts in the state, and we have nearly 200 businesses in it. And so that is why we wanted to get some of our businesses downtown that aren't necessarily on Main Street. So we're inviting those out. But the Lost Pines Arts Center is also in the Main Street District. And so we really wanted to, because they're one of our community assets at the city, because they're a vital piece of the fabric of our historic downtown, we wanted to partner closely with them. And so they have, you as an artist are able to become a member of the Lost Pines Art Center and display your work there. And so their group is called Lost Pines Artist League, and they invited all their members the opportunity to have a booth.
That is so cool.
Well, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous we'll get a little too many, but I told Sarah we'll just close more streets. I have a lot of streets.
Just like that.
We'll put it somewhere.
We'll just keep going.
Not a problem.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
We'll
Curtis will be fine if I close more streets.
That's not for the record, Curtis. I don't agree with that. I learned in a meeting yesterday that
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll
what Rebecca says, everything is fine, is not always fine.
But so we're super excited about them coming out and having their artwork. Visit Bastrop will be there. Visit Bastrop is also in our Main Street District. They're part of our Main Street family, so they'll be out there handing out popsicles.
Kind of like a refreshment center. So they reached out a couple days ago and said, if we can have a booth, this is what we're thinking, which I think is a fantastic idea. So they'll have waters, they'll have popsicles, I'm sure the girls at Visit Bastrop, the ladies at Visit Bastrop, will rig something up, but it'll be a nice spot because it is going to be a beautiful day. I'm saying it, putting it out there now. It's going to be a gorgeous day, but it is June in Texas, so it's going to be a little toasty. So I thought it was a fantastic idea for another community partner to come out, and we love Visit Bastrop. I mean, they bring business to us, and business in Bastrop is good for all of us. To continue to grow, and I've been very humbled through this process to see the community involvement and how people just automatically step up. And it was, with the pandemic going on, I'm going to be honest, I was a little nervous on how we were going to be able to do this and the size that we were going to be able to do it and if we were going to be able to pull it off. And Rebecca assured me everything will be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, she's been saying that exact same thing for months.
Because we know the community will step up.
So it was amazing to see. I mean, we had one meeting and I kind of fumbled my way through that. And then after that, the ladies were like, we got you. This is what we need to do. And went out. The sponsorships have been amazing. It was amazing to see how the businesses in our community just immediately jumped on board. They're like, yeah, we got it.
We'll talk about who the sponsors are.
So beginning, which this is a little plug, the Nietzsche Group, graciously.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my boss will probably watch this. So
we should do like infomercial and have it flash across the screen, like 1-800.
I know. I should have brought one of our signs and just randomly. So we have the Nietzsche Group. We've been around. Our agency's been around since 1949. Our home office is out of Giddings, Texas. My office specifically, with Ashley Muchnick and our personal lines ladies, is on Main Street and has been for the last 30 years. So they were quick to step up. Bluebonnet Electric, which is always amazing. Always willing to help. Another sponsor, we have Lost Pines Toyota, Parabic Plumbing, Covert of Bastrop, First National Bank. This is going to be a little bit of a list, so y'all just bear with me.
Tight.
That's fine.
Yes, the community was there. They showed up. First National Bank of Bastrop, David Weekly Homes, Easton Electric, Roscoe State Bank. We've got Bastrop Signs and Banners, Joshua and Sarah Bingham, RMK Glass, which is RMK Glass and Runkle Pool. It's owned by the same. The Runkles own both of those companies, and then Spring Street Dental. So without our gracious sponsors, this would not have happened.
That's right.
Because it is a, how do I explain it? It's a kickoff of a city, but the city isn't actually funding it. This is a community event, and so the community is the ones that are really making this happen.
That's right.
And that kind of segues into community. If you would like to volunteer, please contact the city, because we do all those kids I was talking about being out there. We need some help with wrangling.
Yep.
I'm not asking for people to come babysit. There's going to be questions about where things are. There's going to be questions about, how do I do this or that? And we need people to kind of help usher, move the crowds along, make sure that we don't spend 6 hours. We're not out there at 6 a.m. Saturday morning perfectly arranging all these tables for people to come in and move everything.
Yep.
There is a reason. There's a rhyme and a reason on why we place the things like we do, which I found out with the police chief yesterday.
Yeah, once you get behind the curtain, it's a little different.
We had our special event all department meeting yesterday, and poor Sarah, I feel like, was not prepared for
the sausage being made.
The sausage being
we laid
made.
out our entire map and all that, and Rosales went, boop, I'm going to go ahead and bust your bubble, and this and this has got to change. And I was just like...
Yeah. Poor Sarah was like, maybe summer in the city can happen in my backyard.
I was like, I'm about to, what should I do?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. No. And I was like, it'll be fine. No, Chief, it will be fine.
Yeah.
So it will be fine, right?
Yes.
It worked out. It'll be fine.
It will work out. It was a learning, and all the changes that we made were necessary and needed, but please don't show up and start moving tables, because he's going to get on one of us. And
well, good for him for looking out for public safety.
Exactly.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. There's a rhyme and a reason. I was a little pouty yesterday, but I 100% understand why we need to do things the way that we do.
Well, and I probably should have prepped Sarah that I don't understand dimensions. I don't know where electricity is. I don't understand what I need to keep clear for fire trucks. So I probably should have.
So in my naive mind, I'm thinking we have touch-a-trucks, so why do we need to prepare for all that? Because all the emergency vehicles are going to be there.
Right there.
With the first
just
response.
walk over to the
What
fire.
do you mean we need to do that? You guys are already going to be parked, so rude. But
Just pull the hose over there. I wish you had said that to him yesterday.
No, I'm sure I'll hear about it at some point.
So we talked about music. So who are some of the performers that will be there?
So we do actually have, I don't want to say adult bands, but
We have the main stage.
We have the main stage.
And
then we
that's
also
going
have a
to
kids
be
stage.
right in front of the Bastrop Museum and Visitor Center. So-
And the music will be popped down all the way through Main Street. So it doesn't, if you want to listen to music, please don't just go park in front of the stage all day. Walk down, check everything else out. You'll still be able to hear the music.
And maybe you can dance on our newly paved street.
Yeah.
And our beautiful sidewalks.
The sidewalks, you could easily two-step on the sidewalk. I don't know if we've got two-step in music.
Oh, no, we have rock and roll. I call them oldies, but is that offensive?
Ouch.
I like the eye contact.
Not as offensive as sometimes you are. Thank you.
Going for the
so-
jugular over
They're
here.
oldies. On my Spotify, it's the golden oldies list that I listen to.
Right.
So I feel like that's the appropriate term.
So is that where the name of the event, Summer in the City, comes from?
It did.
From the old song, right?
Yeah.
So can you name that artist?
He's told me at least 3 times. It's the Love Spoons. Did I get
Is
it?
it the Love Spoons?
No.
Is that a band?
It's the Spoons.
It's the Love and Spoonful.
I was
1962, I believe.
I was almost
Which
there.
really isn't that
Almost.
old. But it
She
is
had the
a good
right
song.
words, just in the wrong order.
So maybe we'll pipe that over the loudspeakers?
Absolutely.
All right.
So beginning at 11 a.m., we have 3-chord rodeo. We will then switch into Mike and the Burnalls. and then go to Black Cat Choir, and then starting about 4:30, we'll just do some DJ music for the remainder. Over on the kids stage at 11, we have Katie and the Lost Pines Sound. And then Jungle Jill and the Jaybirds, and then same at 4:30. In between the children's bands, we will have the infamous Miss Poppy the Clown and her daughter out there face painting and doing balloon characters and everything else. So if you see me with a unicorn on my face about 2 o'clock, mind your business.
You know what happened.
Yeah, so it's going to be a long day. When I'm showing up at 6, I may just have a full tiger face by
Things will get crazy as the day goes on. And the children's entertainment is going to be at the City of Bastrop Public Library. So that is where the library will be set up and doing some art projects. There will be some paint involved, so be prepared. And they're going to be repping their summer reading program and community adventure. And then we'll also have the Lost Pines Art Center there, and they will be doing some community art projects. So where pieces of the community can come up and do a little piece of art, and all together it will be our whole community art project.
Yeah, it sounds like a great day. And if a brief shower rolls through, that won't be...
Just cool us down.
It'll just cool us down and won't be so awful.
It's just Jesus saying, y'all chill out down there. That's all.
Getting a little too crazy there.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Rebecca and Sarah's faces are already painted. It's only 11:30.
We have a long day.
So if someone is looking for something to eat during the day, what are their options?
Well, so we are lining Main Street with our oversized farm tables that were built by our local high school students, and they can go into any of our restaurants. We have a ton of great ones downtown.
Right.
Purchase something, bring it outside, sit down on Main Street, enjoy the live music, and
hang out. Get to know your neighbors. This is really the first big event that the city of Bastrop has put on since the
pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's
March
a kickoff to summer.
Yeah.
So we are kicking off summer in downtown Bastrop. So come
Yeah.
out June 5th, 11 to 5, and spend it with the City of Bastrop Main Street program and
all your fellow Bastropians.
Everyone in Bastrop
County. It's not just for Bastrop. Yeah.
And thanks again to... There's an impressive list of sponsors you went through earlier, and it strikes me that those are all they're all stalwarts. We've heard those names before.
Yep.
They consistently step up, and it all is part of what makes Bastrop such a neat community. And if a person wants to find out more, what does that person do?
They can go to the cityofbastrop.org website, and right on the homepage, they'll see a big old Summer in the City banner. They can click that, and it'll take them right to more information. You can also check out the Downtown Bastrop Facebook page. That's the Facebook page for the Main Street program.
Visit Bastrop's got their stuff listed too. So
Very good. Well, thank you both so much.
Thanks for having us,
this is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.